morning, class 9. Once again, welcome back to e-learning platform of St. Michael Higher Secondary, Bethiya. The students, as you know that we have completed all the lessons which are very important for your examination point of view. Today I have decided to start a new lesson, my childhood. The students, I hope and I believe that you are very much familiar about APJ Abdul Kalam, who has been our first scientist president and who has been a man of so many qualities, so many moral values, and he became our 11th president in the year 2002. The students, before we are going to start the lesson, one thing I would like to add here, that the present lesson is an extract from his autobiography entitled Wings of Fire. This present lesson is going to make all the important points clear to us about his childhood. Dear students, I would like to make it clear that two words are generally just used together, but they have a little bit difference. The words are biography and autobiography. Autobiography is the life history of a person written by himself or herself, while biography is the life history of a person written by someone else under the permission of the person whose life history is being depicted, being just presented there. Students, Kalam Sahab has been a sign of greatness, has been a sign of loving concept, who was born into a middle class Tamil family in the town of Rameswaram. Rameswaram was in the Madras state. When he was born, our country was being ruled over by British. He was very much fortunate that he was born in that middle class family. His father, Jainuddin, had neither much formal education nor much wealth, but despite of all these disadvantages, he possessed great wisdom and a true generosity of spirit. He has spoken, he has written about his father that his father was not much educated and he had no wealth, much wealth you can say, but he had some good qualities, wisdom and a true generosity of spirit. He had an ideal helpmate in his mother. It means his father was also fortunate that he had a helpmate in form of his wife Aisama. Kalam Sahab does not recall the exact number of people her mother fed every day. She was not disappointed, she was not frustrated, and she was a lady of different kind, different concept, that she never got frustrated whenever some extra number of people come to her house for their food. This should be a lesson for the women today who generally get confused and disappointed if some extra number of people come to the houses for food. But Kalam Sahab feels it proud. He feels proud of his mother, that his mother has got this quality. His mother was never disappointed. She was always helpful in nature and she was always smiling and she was very much happy when more outsiders come and they have their food without any tension, without any frustration, without any disappointment. Students, really this is a great quality that a woman should possess. Kalam Sahab again says that he was one of many children and he was not born with a special just symptoms or symbol of being great. He says that he was fortunate in the sense that he was born to tall and handsome parents. Handsome means full of great moral values. Handsome should not be taken here physically handsome. So they lived in their paternal house, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. The house was built in the middle of 19th century and it was made of bricks, and it was now there, and his simple and strict father used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxury. He says that if you have to go ahead in life, your family income is not good, what should be done by you? You have to forego whatever inessential comforts and luxury come to your mind. You should not think about that. However, he was very much positive for all the necessities which he used to provide for all the family members. He avoided inessential comforts and luxury. At the same time, he used to provide all the necessities, all the necessary things which were needed highly in terms of food, medicines and clothes. In fact, Kalam Sahab would say that his childhood was very secure, both just emotionally and maternally. He was very much fortunate in the sense that he was loved and he was guided by all the family members. There was no peace, there was no any tension, there was no any frustration around and inside the family. So his childhood was very much secure and he was not going to face any discomfort in his life. The students, rest of the points will be taught to you in next of the video. So thank you. Have a nice day.